What's up, guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, we will go over the topic of personalized first lines in cold email, what my thoughts are on that, how to do it, how definitely not to do it, and what you should be keeping in mind when you're doing your personalized first lines, because it's not something magical that will drastically change how you're doing cold email or the results that you're getting. So there's a bunch of stuff that you need to keep in mind when doing personalization, and we will go over that in today's video. So if you're not generating meetings without personalization, it won't magically change anything. So what I mean by that is if you're not generating meetings without personalization, adding that won't magically get you 10 to 15 meetings the next month. Of course, it will get you some more results, maybe if you're doing it right, but then it's not something in the things you're saying. It's probably your offer that is completely wrong to the prospect that you're reaching out to, or the lead list is not as it should be in terms of what you're offering. So you really need to go down and find out what is not resonating with the prospects. And you can only do that by testing new offers or testing the way that you're presenting your offer. So I'll definitely look into that before adding personalization if you're not generating any meetings at the moment. And your prospect won't book a meeting just because your email has a personalized first line. They will book a meeting if your value proposition is relevant and compelling to them. So if you're offering car cleaning service and you're reaching out to roofing companies, then there is something completely wrong and you won't get any meetings. Either if you have the best personalized first line or the best personalization in your emails, then you won't get any meetings because the offer doesn't resonate with the prospects. And that's what I mean by that. So you really just need to nail that down, the offer, before reaching out to anyone. And the goal of the personalized first line is simply to get your prospects to read your email. And you don't have to use personalization in the first line. You can use it in the PS line or send out some ideas you had for the company or something completely different. It could also be you doing an analogy on the company to what you're doing yourself with your business. So there's a lot of ways to go about it. But of course, the initiative is just to get them to read your email, which it is always when it comes to cold email, the subject line, which really doesn't matter that much, in my opinion. But we'll go over that in another video as well. So sure, you might receive some more replies and appreciation for doing your outreach, but appreciation doesn't drive revenue and results for a company. So if you don't generating any results and you're not generating any revenue, you're not growing as a business, and you can do so much personalization. But if you aren't growing, then you're just stagnant in what you're doing. So that's why it's not something magical. So if you get a reply of thanks for reaching out, but it's not relevant for us right now, or F off, means the same thing. It means they're not interested. And yeah, I know some people can be really rude when it comes to responding to your cold emails. I received a lot of that. F off and a scumbag and how did you get my information? Please delete and all that stuff. But yeah, it's probably just because people are getting like 100 cold emails a day, and you shouldn't take that personal. If you do that, you need to change that because it's not something that has to do with you, but just people that are having a bad day and not thinking before writing because they're just pissed off. So yeah, you should really be careful when you're doing your personalization, and you really have to prompt the AI very well, because otherwise you would just look like a complete fool. And here the other day I received an email from a guy, which I think is running like the same kind of service that I'm doing, but he was completely wrong with his personalization. And we will go over his email right now. So it's really, really important that you do it well. But yeah, I'll just read it out loud here because it's not very big, the image here. So he just says, "Hey Simon, I noticed that you help your clients with product development, procedure survey, factory screen services, and I'm reaching out because I know that most similar companies to you in Denmark are doing a good job in terms of customer success." So I think that he thinks that I'm running a customer success agency or helping other companies, maybe doing some surveys for their customers to get them more reviews on Google. I don't know what it is, but the only thing he got right was me on my first name and my location, which is Denmark. So yeah, something is completely off with his data scraping. I don't know if it's the tool he uses or the data he got from my LinkedIn or website or whatever database he's using to do this personalized first line. But something is completely off and not relevant to my business. So already reading the first line, I'm yeah, not gonna go through with that. I don't delete those emails because I just keep in to see what not to do and present it for you guys here on the channel. But yeah, completely wrong. Not gonna respond to it. And the next few lines it says, however, what often happens is that companies don't have enough leads to grow. And I could provide you with 10, 20, or 30 businesses each month that are interested in talking to you. So it seems like he's doing lead generation as I'm doing with my business. So something is also completely wrong there because he's offering basically the same service that I'm doing. So that's not good. And the next line he says, I offer you 4 weeks of my lead generation services, allowing you to test my approach to personalized email campaigns. So that was it for me. I read that and I was like, I really don't think you know what you're doing because you're offering your services and saying it as a personalized email campaigns, and you cannot figure out how to do personalization. So that's something that you really need to change because you cannot pitch your service as a personalized email campaigns when you can figure out how to do personalization. And the only good thing about his offer here is that he offered 4 weeks of his service for free, which is a pretty good offer. Not gonna lie, because that will take on a lot of prospects to say, okay, I don't have any risk doing this, and we can just test it out for a month, see if it works, and if it doesn't, then we can just choose someone else or not relying on his services anymore. So that's the only good thing about his offer. Anything else, completely wrong and not relevant at all, because he's got everything right and wrong. Sorry, that he's trying to sell me. So that's not good. And he just says, I won't charge you for it. I want to prove that I can bring you results. Is that something that might interest you? Yeah, if you knew how to do your service in the first place, then maybe if it was another business owner, I don't know what niche he's trying to reach out to, but yeah, something is definitely completely wrong. So please don't do your personalization like that. You really just need to prompt the AI well and get your data right before doing it because this do more harm than good. um, I could get back to him with some feedback. I'm not going to bother doing that unless he starts to send me follow ups. Then I will definitely get back to him with saying that he's completely wrong here. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys don't do personalization in this way, and especially not if you're pitching it as your service, then you need to be perfect at doing it. It can be hard to do because you really need, as I said, prompt the AI well to do your personalization. But yeah, you'll figure that out with trial and error. But yeah, just be careful when doing personalization. And I want to do something for you guys and show you what it can look like. We ran a campaign for our own agency, reaching out to companies, saying that we got some interesting outbound ideas for them and how they could utilize AI outbound in their own service based on their LinkedIn profile and website and all the data that we scraped. So it looked like this. Of course, this is just some example to show you guys how it works. It's just a hello first name. I'm curious to have you ever I'm curious, have you ever considered one of these outbound ideas? And then we send them 3 different outbound ideas on how to use cold emails in their company, which is very personalized. Of course, if it says something that they're not doing, so if we can see that it says that they could provide with some, let's say, event at a completely different location and try to get people into an event, then of course we will look into the data and see that this is not right. Then we need to change something. But you always, of course, need to check your personalization if you're doing it like this. And we use Clay, so we can just check when the output is done. Then you can just check if the information resonate with the prospect they're reaching out to. So be sure to check that and not just rely on everything being perfect because it is AI, it is technology. So you really need to be careful when doing that. So we just sent them 3 different ways to do cold email, and then it says I could develop an end-to-end cold email flow that could simplify this entire messaging process, featuring a few thousand leads within your ICP. And then we have a call to action as well. So this is just to show that we actually know what we're doing and we can help them set this up for them. If they don't have time or don't want to bother with it, then we can do it for them. So this is just a great way to do about it. We have some really great results doing this. Some people say it's too much and some people like it because it is a pretty long email because there is one sentence more, which is just the call to action here. So but people, what we see is people really like us to be more direct in what we're offering, and this is what how we do it. It's one of our campaigns we ran. It's just to show you guys to do personalization in another way, because this is not personalized at all. First name is, of course, but this is more personalized to the company. So you don't have to do it in the first line. You could also do it in the PS line, or do case studies or something like that. But yeah, just keep it relevant to the prospect that you're reaching out to, and then you should be golden. And that was it for today's video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a dislike. I'll appreciate both. If you have any comments or anything like that, let me know in the comments. Sorry, any questions was what I'm going to say. Leave it in the comments. Otherwise, if you wanted to know how to do this yourself, you can book a call in our calendar to see if we are a fit for your business. And other than that, have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.